But when we bought the house, there were mirrors everywhere and they all faced each other. It was ridiculous. Even in bedrooms, there were mirrors facing each other. And it was like, what was he doing? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But from what his sister told me, he was Mr. Universe in the 80s. And he had a gym in the basement where he would train beauty queens in the basement.
Dodgy, that does.
It sounds sketchy as hell, but from what he was really big into like the bodybuilding community, and people would pay him for training. And he had a sauna, he had a tanning bed. We had all of that when I bought the house. It was all still there. The gym equipment had gotten donated to his nephew's fire department. But they said that the whole basement looked like Gold's Gym.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean that sort of makes a bit more sense than because
just a little bit. It was still weird in the bedrooms.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Now you've said that, actually, yeah. I mean, what Christ, yeah, that's weird. But because obviously it's supposed to be a whole thing with mirrors, how you're not supposed to have mirrors facing each other and stuff. I don't know how much of it I believe, mainly because, well, how's a mirrors at fun fair sort of thing, you know what I mean? But I still think it's weird, and I still think mirrors are weird anyway. But
yeah, and it always felt like our son would just be super scared in the basement. And there were some other factors going into play with maybe allegedly, I'm going to put it that way, just in case, maybe another parent telling him that we just threw him in the basement and that he was less important, allegedly. Maybe that had something to do with it. But one of the things he would say is, those mirrors scare me. And so because there were so many, like, what do you do with 32 giant 4 foot by 6 foot? One was 5 foot by 8 foot. What do you do with these mirrors? Like, we didn't know what to do with them. They were huge. We couldn't give them away. I tried.
Yeah, and if you believe in that, the last thing you want to do is smash them.
Right. Well, we did break a few, and I mean, and I'm not saying that this was the cause, but we've had a very few, like, really stressful few years. Horrible few years. But when we were taking them down, I mean, they were the age of the house. The house was built in 1999. And so some of them have been hanging there since. And so when we were taking them down, some of them did break. And it's like, my husband, like I said, he's our skeptic, but here I am. I'm like, nope, not doing it. I wouldn't touch them. When we moved out of the house, we still had all the mirrors. We had put them in a storage room because we didn't know what to do with them. And so the guys that we paid a dumpster, like trash haul people, they came and they took them all. And I wouldn't touch them. I just stood there and watched, and I was like, all of them got to go.
Yeah, I'd have probably done the same, to be fair, because it's
just in case.
It's one of them things, like I say, with superstitions like that. It's because I don't really know how superstitious I am with things like that. But I'm also not going to do it. Like, I don't know how much of it I believe, but I'm not gonna do it just on the off chance.
Just in case. That's kind of how I felt. Just in case, like that mirror, that broken mirror is not going to control my destiny. But
just you never know.
Just in case, that guy right there looks like he can hold that mirror. He looks really strong, sir. So yeah, the mirrors were so creepy. They really were creepy. When we walked into the house during the tour, when we hit the basement, we were like, what was this guy doing in here?
I know, because I mean, like you say, when you say about the gym, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Weirdly, I didn't even think of that at all.
No, we were.
I just instantly assumed there's something dodgy happening.
We thought that it was some kind of like happy massage parlor because we found a massage table.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was genuinely thinking like you were going to find like pentagrams and stuff as well, and like you say, he's trying to open portals and get into different dimensions and shit with these mirrors or something.